Hello, my Scrappy friends. It is Jess here from the Scrappy Sisters, and thank you for joining me for another Scraptember layout. So today I am working on the 4th of Scraptember, which is a Scraplift of your choice. Now, I wish I could credit this amazing layout to a particular person, but alas, I just found it on Pinterest and it did not have a particular person's name attached to it, which really sucks. I would love to be able to say, XYZ made this layout and it is amazing. But unfortunately, all I can do is just share it with you and hopefully you get inspired by it. Maybe you even know who did it and you can let me know. That would be incredible. But if this is your layout, I love it and I am copying it because it is cute as. So I am working with this Simple Stories collection that is called Lil Dude, Lil Dude, and I love this collection. It is another one of my absolute favorites. I have been holding on to this. I could have used this layout for hoard, things you hoard, because I have been holding on to this collection. And I also could have used it for die cuts, cut file and punches, because as you can see from those beautiful circles, this particular paper was actually one of those papers that's filled with 2x2 squares, and it had 6 squares across and 6 squares going down. I had already used some, but luckily I had just enough. I had exactly 5x5 left. Would you believe it? Which was the perfect amount for filling in this page. Now, technically, it wouldn't have mattered if I was 1 or 2 short because I am going to put a photo on and cover it up. But I still just can't believe that I had the exact perfect amount. I then went to my stash and pulled out a bunch. Janet Madison gifted me with the most fabulous little book. It's almost like a 4x6 paper pad. She gave me 2 of them that is just full of textured plain cardstock, but just 4x6 size, just photo size. And it is awesome. And I just slowly use it. I've got quite a few sheets left, but I'm getting down to the dodgy colors, let's be honest. But I did have the perfect colors to match with these circles, with this pattern paper that I used. So not only did I use my die cutting machine to cut out 25 individual circles out of that beautiful pattern paper, but then I cut 25 more individual circles out of plain cardstock and layered them up. So like, for example, in that top right-hand corner that says, "Oh yeah," it is the light sort of blue one. That was out of the pattern paper, but then that dark blue circle that's underneath it, I cut that as well out of plain cardstock. So all of them have a double, like they're double layered. So the No Limits, that yellow one in the top left-hand corner, it then has a purple circle that I have pinned underneath it. It just is cute. It just really made all the background pop, and I love it. I then have pulled a bunch of bits of ephemera out of the chipboard and the ephemera packs. I've kind of chosen ephemera that covers the whole circle so that you don't see what was underneath it. There was a lot of wordy circles, which is fine, but it kind of, too many words kind of overtake everything. So I started covering them up. I did realize though, when I was covering up the ones underneath, that that's where I wanted my title to go. So I did stop putting the "You Are So Rad" would have been super cute down underneath, but I realized that's where I wanted my title to go, especially if I was scraplifting the original. So the title I'm using is simply Boys Rule. I had been holding on to this Boys Rule because somewhere along the line, I lost the letter L. I don't know where, somewhere. And I thought, what am I going to do with Boys Rue E? Because I don't have an L. So I looked through my stash and I found a thicker set that was almost perfect in the letter L. Well, all the thickers, but I only needed the L. That was almost perfect. So I took it. It was the right size. It was just a little bit fat, but tallness-wise, it was like a perfect match. And I just cut it down with my scissors. And I don't think you can even tell. I then coloured in that letter L with a black Sharpie because it wasn't black. It was like rainbow colours with spots on it or something. But I coloured it in with a black Sharpie. I then decided that it its colouring was just a little bit different and it would stand out. So I coloured all the letters with a black Sharpie. And now, in my humble opinion, you cannot tell that that letter L does not belong with the rest of the letters. And I rescued Boys Rule and I was able to use it on this layout today. And I am so excited about that. So now I am just putting a few other random ephemera. So that dog's head, it's just on top of the dog's head that was already there, but it's like puffy now, you see? So it sticks out because I put foam behind it. And I put foam behind that one. And I just love the making a few of these pop. That is something that was really special about the original layout. She didn't use a 2x2 cardstock sheet. She kind of made her little circles herself. And some of them are super textured and super cute, and it definitely helps add to the layout. So I was sort of trying to mimic that with my bits of ephemera. I really wanted to get these arrows on, but I really wanted them to point at Jack. So I'm going to end up moving the That's My Boy on a bit of an angle so it all kind of flows in the direction of Jack. So this is obviously Jack's birthday. This was his 7-year-old birthday. He had a soccer theme. There were other people there, but I just decided I liked these photos of me and Jack. In fact, his dad and his little brother are literally right next to us, but I cut them out because Jack and I were important in this particular photo, I decided. Now I'm going to go around and put some puffy stickers in a few random places. Not too many, but just add a little bit more texture, a little bit more pop. Excuse me. And then this beautiful layout will be pretty much done. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you are enjoying the Scraptember series this year. I know I am having a ton of fun. Oh, these are the dies I used. Sorry. So these are the Big Shot Stampin' Up dies. I used that second smallest circle from that set to cut out the 2x2 circles of the pattern paper, and then the third smallest circle from the other set. Well, the second largest, depending on how you talk about it. And that's how I cut them all out. Sorry, sidetracked. So I hope you are enjoying the Scraptember series. I am loving creating. I have found these layouts just flowing this year. And I've really enjoyed using all of the different prompts and catching up with some of my scrapping. Jack turned 7 in February, so I am definitely catching up. And I hope you are having just as much fun watching or playing along as I am having. Don't forget to check out that playlist where you will find not just Katie's, myself, and Laura's layouts, but everyone else who's been playing along with us as well. We love having you along, and Scraptember just would not be Scraptember if it wasn't for you. Thank you so much, and we'll see you tomorrow.